Soon to be ex-wife asked for an open marriage with my brother. True story, you've never heard an open marriage story like this, or maybe you have. But man, this blew my world up. When my wife was asking for an open marriage with my brother, I do mean blood brother, same mama and daddy, we both fought each other as kids and argued who had the better undies, my Superman undies or his Ninja Turtles. The same brother I ran to get when kids tried to fight me, and we fought together, win or loss. The same effing brother that was my best man at my wedding. My brother had the nerve to be by my wife's side when she was asking me this. Growing up, people thought my brother and I were twins. We're not. We're only 1 year apart. I'm the oldest. My brother was my best friend. I'm shedding a tear writing this. I lost my wife, who I thought loved me, and my brother, who was my best friend. My parents may be next. I can't believe both my mother and father told me that I'm being too harsh on my brother. Apparently my brother and soon-to-be ex-wife are in therapy together. Yes, they are trying to be together, but they both feel bad. What freaking world am I living in? What is this? My brother, of all the men in the world, my effing brother? I don't deserve this, man. So I met my soon-to-be ex-wife in college. My brother attended the same college as well. We all hung out together in a big group, a group of 9 of us. Back then, my brother and ex-wife were friendly, nothing inappropriate. Well, I now know they had a thing going before I met my wife, girlfriend at the time, but they kept it secret. When I introduced my girlfriend to my brother, they both pretended to have never met each other. Now, I didn't know they had a thing until recently, right before they confronted me about the open marriage. Back then, we all hung out a lot, darn near every day. We all grabbed food together, played games at night. We all even had a group text as well. We all graduated before my brother, but our group pretty much split after college. I married my girlfriend after college, and of course, my little brother was my best man. Here's the super weird thing is, so my little brother's last year in college, after me and my soon-to-be ex-wife graduated already, my little brother came out as gay. He said he'd always felt that way and was afraid no one would accept him. I didn't feel different, neither did the family. When he told everyone, my uncle yelled out, "Duh! I knew that when you were 5. My uncle drinks a lot, by the way. No one cared, though. But specifically, I remember my soon-to-be ex-wife feeling shocked and taken aback. She was there when my brother came out. My wife had to sit down. She seemed to take it harder than anyone else. When I was asking my soon-to-be ex-wife if she was okay after we left the gathering, she told me that she was, but she was a little shooken up because she was shocked at my brother. She had no idea he wasn't straight. She said she actually had a cousin that she wanted to introduce my brother to. She thought they'd be a perfect fit. She said never in a million years she would have thought that my brother was not straight. His sexual orientation doesn't change anything. He's still my brother. He's still your brother-in-law. Nothing changes. Well, you can't introduce him to your cousin, but hey, maybe you have another cousin for him? Haha. She didn't find that funny at all. Anyway, I let it go and didn't get any red flags or gut feelings about her overreacting to this situation. I just didn't really think about it. My brother never introduced me to anyone he was dating. He'd tell us that he was dating someone here and there, but not anyone worth bringing home and introducing to the family. Like I said, everyone was okay with it. No one looked at him different and thought it was weird. Well, you had a couple family members who, of course, think it's not right, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So after that happened, quite some time goes by. All of a sudden, my brother and my wife were hanging out a lot, even going out to lunch together. But in a way, I looked at it as, well, maybe it's like if I had a sister, how she would hang out with my sister. That's how I looked at it. The thing is, my brother, he's not flamboyant at all or flashy. He seems like he's not gay to me and to other people, but with him coming out like that, I understood. That's okay. Well, he's my wife and him hanging out often. It didn't bother me because I didn't think my brother would do anything or want to do anything with her or vice versa. This is when all the trouble started. So my brother and my wife were hanging out on a Saturday, the whole entire day. We were all supposed to hang out and play cards that night and maybe watch movies and just drink and chill with some other friends as well. They decided to go to the mall just to do a little shopping beforehand. They ended up going to the mall, eating lunch. Then they saw a movie, which I thought was odd. I wasn't invited. No one else was either. I just thought that was weird. And my wife got a little bit of a lashing via text from me about that. I just thought it was strange to be sneaking off like that. And actually, honestly, I thought she was lying about being with my brother. I thought maybe she was saying, I'm with your brother, but in all actuality, she was with some other guy she was cheating on me with. But that wasn't the case. She really was with my brother. I still found it very weird though. Somehow after the movie, they end up at a bar playing darts and shooting pool and drinking. I had to go pick them up because they both were plastered. Both my brother and my wife got a scolding. Then on the way home, we had to leave their car there at the bar. We drove back to my place and my brother cut on some music, pulled out the cards, and we just started playing cards. I started to feel better after having some drinks and wife kissing on me and telling me she's sorry. She just had so much fun and she'll never do it again. And I started to let it go until the more drinks started to be consumed, because the more drinks that got consumed, the more they both got diarrhea of the mouth. So it started off with, should I tell him? That's what my brother said. And my wife said, no. I said, tell me what, and you better not lie. My brother tells me, did you know that I knew my soon-to-be ex-wife before you introduced me to her? I said, now how would I know that? No, of course I didn't. My brother says, well, we knew each other in college. I said, knew each other how? Friends? Classmates? My brother says, no, we used to fool around. I said, fool around? Like what? Did the do? And they both start laughing. I'm thinking this is a freaking joke. And I'm wondering why they're playing this joke on me, because it's not funny. I look at my wife and I ask her, is this true? She says, yes, I knew him when you introduced me to him. I was shocked, but I pretended like I didn't know him. And he did the same, but we used to fool around before. That was before us, though. It's not a big deal. I slammed the table. I thought I broke it. It was a wooden table. Something split on it. Are you freaking kidding me? You guys think this is funny? This is not funny. You slept with my brother? They both got a serious face and said, we didn't think you would get upset about it. I said, yes, this is pretty uncomfortable for me. My brother then says, well, we have another confession. I said, what is it? My brother literally says, well, we were talking. Then my wife interrupts him and says, no, I should say it. I said, what? Are you guys sleeping together now? My wife ignores that question and says, honey, what do you think about an open marriage? I hit the table again, got up, stood up. This has to be a joke. Stop playing this. It's not funny to me. I look at them both. They're both looking serious. I run over and turn the music down, come back to the kitchen and say, what do you mean an open marriage? With who? As soon as I said that, my wife grabbed my brother's arm, cuffing it, saying that we should all have an open marriage. I was a little confused. And then I said, you want to have an open marriage with my brother? And she just looked at me and I looked at my brother and said, you want to sleep with my wife again? And my brother says, dude, it's not that bad. We'll just keep it in the family. I said, I thought you were gay. My brother says, well, I like both. I told my brother I was going to kick his butt. He stood up and said, dude, calm down. It's not that serious. Don't you want to live life? Be free. No one deserves to just be with one person. We should be able to be with everyone. everyone we have feelings for, everyone we love. And to be honest with you, I had her first. So technically, she's mine. I hit my brother so freaking hard. I literally thought I unalived him. He was just passed out. He was already drunk, but he was snoring on my couch. Our couch separated our kitchen from our living room. He fell right onto it. I told my wife right then and there, we're getting a divorce. I can't believe you. The fact that my soon-to-be ex-wife looked at me after I said that and then turned and ran into my brother to make sure he was okay told me everything I needed to know. I know a lot of you guys follow a lot of alpha channels and claim to be the manliest of men and all that, but man, I was crushed. I felt like a child, an innocent child who was left alone in the world by himself. I can't even really explain, but that's the best description I can give. I feel like I had no one. My wife now gone. My brother, my best friend, now gone. There's not a single piece of therapy that can help me get through this. People have suggested that I go to therapy. For what? It's not going to do anything. This is never going to go away. I never stopped going to the gym. I never stopped bettering myself, but I can never forget this. And every time I think about it, it hurts and I cry. Just like now, writing this email, I have cried a couple times. It truly, truly sucks. All I ever wanted to do was be a good man, a good person in the world. Be nice to people, be caring. Why did I have to end up in this situation? Yeah, of course, people have been through worse. I get it. I do get it. Guys, but I just don't understand why good people get treated bad and get handed bad deals. Maybe we aren't supposed to be good people. Maybe we're supposed to be just savages out here screwing people over. Because the people that screw other people over, nothing ever happens to them. They just go on with their merry lives and screw more people over. I'm currently in a divorce process with my soon-to-be ex-wife. We don't have any kids. We don't own a home. We do own 2 cars. Likely, she'll get her car and I'll get mine. I'm just hurting, man. This is the worst I've ever felt. I ended up finding your channel, True Story, because I was online searching for similar situations, trying to see what other men have gone through. And if they've gone through anything similar. I wanted to know what they've done to get through this. I've done everything. I've done the working out. I've always worked out. I stay focused at work. And I do truly forget about it when I'm doing those things. But as soon as I finish, it pops back up in my head again. Probably because I'm going through the divorce process right now. But it freaking hurts, man. It just burns. If anyone that hears the story, can you let me know what you did? If you've gone through this before or what you would do in the comments? What am I doing wrong? Why every time I stop working or working out or doing anything that gives me any type of pleasure, I get sad again because I can't stop thinking about what happened. I have not attempted to date again. I have not attempted to screw anyone. I just have no interest. I'm just floating. Now I go to work. I work out. I eat. And in between time, I think about what I'm going through. How do I stop? I can't even watch a movie anymore. If I sit and watch a TV series, I'll think about my situation. I watch a movie, something in the movie reminds me of what happened. I read on online forums that I should go pick up new hobbies and things like that. That is not easy. What am I supposed to do? Just go and pick up golf? Hey, go join adult football teams or baseball teams? Just like that, huh? I feel bad for saying this, but I've contemplated ending everything. Just the thought of my brother sleeping with my soon-to-be ex-wife is just haunting me. They're currently going through therapy together, and they're trying to have a relationship. According to my father, my brother is devastated. My soon-to-be ex-wife seems to be okay with everything. My family do think it's wrong that they're together, but at the same time, they're telling me to just let it go. It is what it is. He's still your brother. He's not my effing brother at all. I don't know, True Story. I'll keep you posted on how the divorce goes. Maybe I'll move somewhere to another country or something, after all this is done. I don't even care about my career anymore. I just don't care about anything. Just hurts, man. Wow, man. And I emailed you already. I emailed you back, and I'm glad you emailed me. I'm glad you replied back to that. I'm not going to say exactly what I said, but I'll just say this. We talked about how I don't think you should end anything with yourself. Don't beat yourself up like that. And we did talk about therapy and all that stuff too. So you know what we talked about. You knew I was going to post this. I told you when I was going to post it. So guys, feel free to get in the comments and help him out. What do you think? What do you think you can do for him? Have you gone through anything like this? If you were to go through this and you were in his shoes, what would you do?